Well, thank you very much, Frank. Lindsay Eberhardt's story captured hearts more than 30 years ago. A young child in need of a life-saving transplant became one of the first toddlers in Canada to receive a new liver. Lindsay sadly passed away Saturday. Ronnie Gassi is the president and CEO of Trillium Gift of Life Network, and we want to talk about organ donations and try and dispel some of the myths and rumors. And this is such a great program, and yet unfortunately there's so few of us who are agreeing to it, really, relatively speaking.
That's the case. Good morning. 31% of eligible Ontarians have registered consent for organ donation. That's not good enough. Should be over 50. And let me dispel one myth. If you signed a donor card, which we used to get with our driver's license, it's no longer valid, it's obsolete. One must register either online at beadonor.ca or through Service Ontario and talk to your family, and you will have given the gift once you do that.
So you do not need to carry the card anymore. It's all done through the system. Talk to us about another fallacy. Does it all hamper the care you will receive if ever you find yourself in an emergency critical situation?
You will receive the best of care. It doesn't in any way impact the care you're given, and every effort is put into saving a life.
The thing that people don't realize, too, I mean, honestly, I think what it should be, and I think we've talked about this before, is it should be negative option. You know, it should be, you know what, once you have passed on, the human race they can take your organs unless you sign a card specifically saying no, I don't want that to happen. I think that wouldn't that be a better idea?
So that's the presumed consent paradigm. I have to tell you, though it intuitively seems like the silver bullet. Yeah. Empirically, it has not been proven to be so. There is no evidence in any jurisdiction that has it that it in fact has increased donation. And the main reason for that is there is no discussion with the family, because by default, everyone is an organ donor, yet the family is asked. And the family will say, oh, my loved one, he didn't know what he was reading or wasn't reading. He didn't understand it. I don't want him to be a donor. The medical profession will not move ahead. So all of the jurisdictions that have presumed consent, many of whom have great programs, tell us it is not presumed consent that is the answer. It is having the infrastructure on the ground, the public educated, the healthcare professionals educated, and then on top of that, once you've reached 50+% registration, presumed consent might be considered.
And another thing is, I mean, just in Ontario alone, there are over 1,500 people on a donor waiting list. My uncle Mario was one of those people. He received, thank goodness, a kidney transplant, and it's not until you're on the other end that you realize the importance that, like you said, Kev, that when you leave this earth, you can actually save another person's life.
You can.
We all want to leave a legacy. You know, for a lot of us, it's our kids who will carry on our name. But we always want the world to remember that we were here and that we left something positive. What better way than to simply talk to your family and say, listen, when I die, I want someone else to benefit from what I'm not using anymore.
Kevin, no cost, no pain, just a wonderful gift, a wonderful gift. And let me tell you that statistics say each one of us and our children are 5 times more likely to need an organ than to ever be a donor.
Interesting.
All right, thank you very much. giftoflife.on.ca.
Beadonor.ca. Beadonor.ca. Register consent.
That's much better. All right, let's go to Mel.